I want to talk about the new urban agenda and the right to the city and housing being the centre of the city. One of the particular points I want to bring up is the economic argument for housing. Often the economic argument, as opposed to the social argument, the economic argument is that housing tends to be seen as a cost, a welfare cost, something that costs the taxpayers, costs the public purse an amount of money that's often too much for governments to bear. And so a lot of the discussion is about how we will bring private finance, how we will bring finance into the housing sector to create housing that will be sustainable at the centre of the city for those most vulnerable. However, as we know, an investment in housing creates an economic multiplier, whether you build a social housing house, an affordable housing house, or a private house. Construction generates GDP for the economy, and the most conservative estimate is $1 invested in housing construction will create $3 in GDP. $1 million, $3 million in GDP. Most governments have a compounding tax rate, whether it's consumption tax, what we call goods and services tax, or and as well as salary taxes and company taxes. Ultimately, the investment of the public purse in terms of housing, through the economic multiplier and through the compounded tax on the increase in GDP, roughly works out that an investment of $1 in housing by government will produce, over a medium term, a $1 return in tax by government. So ultimately, the economic benefit is neutral. On top of that, there is a social return on the investment of social and affordable housing for those most vulnerable, seen in health cost reduction, incarceration reduction, and generally a more inclusive, balanced and happier community, which attracts migration, which attracts tourism, and so on and so forth. I think these arguments need to be played out during this World Economic Forum, and I'm very happy to contribute to that. Thank you.